Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alexis Lockhart, and this week because next week is Valentine's Day. I want to say the Valentine's Day for next week. Um, so this week, I think I should, because I had no idea what to talk about. Let's just talk about the communication and the contact side of things. I told you when I discussed about the first date. He was minimal with the contact. Keep it minimal. This time, because I realized I've have screwed up with my accent, and I forget what I'm gonna say, and I'm like, I wrote up a little script. Um, if I missed anything, or I think I should say something else, let me know, so that way I can improve better. Um, so this week I'm gonna discuss the communication and contact side of things. And now with the communication side of things, it sucks, because, when I discussed it on the first date, if you haven't tuned in, um, I'm very, very shy. You may not seem like that, but when you meet me in person, I am as shy as I ever could be. Like, you look at me like, say something, and I'm like, but I'm shy. But anyways, um, my toes. Well, that's your bagels. Wait. But, after, when it comes to the first date wise, when you're gonna text your boyfriend or girlfriend, don't immediately text them. Like, don't text them in his face. If you want to tell him to his face you had a good time, tell him to his face you had a good time. But if it's on the bus and you thought, I had a good time, when you just text him back, like, at least till you get home, just text him and be like, I had a great time, we should see each other again sometime. And if your boyfriend or girlfriend texts and agrees with you, saying, I would love to see you again, and I really had a good time as well. Congratulations, you have a second date with with that lucky man or lucky woman. But if it doesn't work out, whether you text him saying, I don't think it's gonna work out, or he texts you, because I've had that before. I had a guy text me, saying, I don't think it's gonna work out. Oopsies, it's been my screen. Oopsies. Just big deal. Don't be a bitch or a bastard about it. It happens. It happened to me a lot of times, and it's gonna happen to you. It will. Trust me. But don't make a big deal of it. There are more fish in the sea that you can ever imagine. Now, I used to think that I was so ugly, I wasn't gonna find love at first sight. I wasn't ever gonna find love, period, till my first ex-boyfriend, and then came my second, then my third, then my fourth, then my fifth, then my sixth, then my seventh. But anyways, what else do I have on here? And if they don't text you and you know where they're at, don't stalk them. They probably will call the cops on you. Like, I never stalked a guy. I have never, ever, my first ex-boyfriend lives on a native, I'm gonna say native, Canadian, because I am Canadian. So, the native Canadian, I can't think of the name, reserve. And at reserve. I'm not gonna tell you where it is, because I don't want to identify anyone. And, you know, I've never ever went down there like, oh, there he is, what's he doing? Who's that? Is his cousin? Or is that his new girlfriend he didn't tell me about? Don't do it. It's very creepy. How guys did that to me? And I felt so tempted to call the cops. But I decided not to. I think they live better life than that. And take things slow. If it makes it easier for you, don't pretend you're not really dating. Pretend it's not even a date. Just say it's just a get together with a guy you just met on the street or something. Like, have fun with it. Go to the water park, or go to the arcades. Like, even though, like, I've had bad dates in the movie theaters, go to the movies. Like, from my personal experience, I'd rather not just I'd rather not. Because, I've had men who, they come up to me And I can't believe I have a second date with one of those guys that comes up to me and like he's kissing me, he's touching me too much, and he's like, "I'll call you honey, okay?" You know. And I wasn't paying attention to the movie because this was the movie. It was New Year's Eve actually. It was the movie New Year's Eve. It was a movie I really wanted to see, but because I was so busy because I worked in retail. Like I used to work at a retail store in one of the malls, and now I work at Walmart. But anyway, it's like, because now I worked at retail. It was so hard because she put me on really heavy schedules. And it was hard for me to have some time, like go on dates or, stuff like that. It was hard. It really was hard. And, so the guy took me to dinner, took me to a movie, and he touched me really too much, and I felt very uncomfortable with that. And I tried telling him, and I can't believe I had a second date with the guy. I just, I should have never, ever had a second date with a guy. That guy, I should have never did. But I don't know why, but I did. I don't know why. But I did have a second date with the guy. But I'll talk more about that later. I'll talk about breakups sometime. Like, trust me, there'll be a time where you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. That's to be okay. It does. Trust me. Yeah, like, avoid too much physical contact. If you're going to the mall, and it's really crowded, especially on weekends. It's a really crowded place. And if it really ever feels, just grab onto his arm, like how you, like, in high school, you're your date's escort, or your best friend's your escort, all that blah 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 blah, and you grab onto his elbow like this, he goes like this, and you go like that, or like this, in some sort of way. If that helps, do that. That's the closest thing that you probably would ever do, Nick, to avoid uncomfortability. Unless he wants to hold your hand, then you can hold your hand. Then he can hold your hand, or you can hold his hand. If it's okay with him, go for it. What else is there to say, really? With my exes, like, but I've always advised the date to always text me, not call me, because I have the most psychopathic ex-boyfriend that anyone's ever had, and I am so tempted. You know that site idumpyou.com? I'm tempted to use that on it, but I'm not gonna go talking about that later. So I was always advising him to text me. The dates to text me, not call me on the phone, because I go really hanging up on them because they get, oh my god, it's my ex-boyfriend. Even though we'll say like Steven or Christopher or Tyler or it's Connor or whatever on there. Okay, so anyways, enough about me and all that blah blah blah. I guess that's all else to say. So I guess this is everything for me this week. So tune in next week, because next week is next Wednesday, and the following day is Valentine's Day. So I'll talk about Valentine's Day. It's special, man. It's very special. I want to talk about Valentine's Day for a long time, but I think next week would be the most perfect day to talk about Valentine's Day. So sometime this month and next month, I'll put out social network crap like Facebook and Twitter. This weekend actually I will launch a Skype account. Which I will put the link down below for my next week video. I will have the link for my Skype down below in the description, so you guys know how to contact me, and that way we can have a face-to-face conversation. You can ask me questions, I'll try to answer. And always remember, these are all my personal opinions. I'm not a professional psychiatrist or psychologist or relationship counselor. This is because I had 7 ex-boyfriends in 3 years. That's really it's an unhealthy thing, I know, but and I had my one-night dates with other people, so, yeah. So yeah, that is everything for me this week. So tune in next Wednesday for Valentine's Day, like I said a billion times, and I know because I'm losing track of my mind here. Okay, so I'll see you next Wednesday. Sorry, I'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.